There's a moment in life that breaks most people. The day you realize no one is coming to save you. No one's staying up at night thinking about your dreams. No one's fighting your battles while you sleep. At first, that realization hurts. It feels cold, unfair, lonely. But that's the moment your old self dies and your power begins. Because the truth is, the world keeps spinning whether you rise or fall. People have their own storms. And the sooner you stop expecting rescue, the faster you'll learn to swim. This isn't a message of bitterness. It's a declaration of freedom. The day you accept that no one cares is the day you start living for real. Most people stay trapped because they crave validation. They post for attention, not purpose. They chase sympathy instead of strength. And every time they beg to be understood, they hand away their power. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In other words, stop performing. Stop explaining. Just do the work. When you stop trying to prove your pain, you start proving your discipline. And discipline, not pity, is what builds peace. The Stoics faced exile, war, betrayal, yet they stood calm. Why? Because they expected nothing from the world. Epictetus said, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish them to happen as they do." That mindset is freedom. When you stop needing the world to care, you finally control how you respond to it. You stop taking everything personally. You stop drowning in disappointment. The less you expect, the lighter you become. And suddenly, silence stops feeling like rejection. It feels like peace. Every great transformation begins in solitude. You build confidence when no one claps for you. You find strength when no one checks on you. You grow when the world forgets you exist. Because isolation forces you to meet the only person who can truly change your life, yourself. When you stop waiting for external motivation, you start generating internal momentum. That's how you rewire your mind, by doing what must be done, especially when no one notices. When people don't care, don't chase them. When life doesn't go your way, don't curse it. Detach. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." Freedom isn't about control, it's about detachment. You can't be free if every opinion wounds you. You can't grow if every rejection defines you. Once you accept that nothing external guarantees peace, you become dangerous because no one can manipulate a person who expects nothing. You've been told that caring too much makes you good, but caring about everything makes you weak. There's a difference between compassion and dependence. Care about your purpose, your integrity, your growth. But stop caring about the approval of those who don't even understand their own lives. When you accept that no one cares, your pain transforms into energy. You stop crying, "Why me?" and start saying, "Watch me." That's the birth of real confidence. Not loud, not boastful, but silent, unshakable conviction. Modern life teaches you to chase applause, but applause fades faster than truth. What matters is momentum, quiet, private momentum. Every morning you wake up and move forward, even when no one's watching. You are rewiring your brain for resilience. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. So take that power seriously. Your reaction decides your reality. When you stop expecting the world to care, you stop being controlled by it. You don't beg for closure. You don't seek revenge. You don't compete with noise. You simply do the work, build in silence, and let results speak. That's the Stoic secret. Indifference to the unnecessary. Focus on the eternal. Calm over chaos. You become unstoppable, not because life gets easier, but because your mind stops breaking every time it gets hard. Accept this truth and you'll never see the world the same again. Nobody owes you care, but you owe yourself greatness. Once you stop chasing comfort, you start creating character. Once you stop waiting to be saved, you start saving yourself. That's what it means to be a Stoic. To find peace not in being helped, but in becoming the help. So remember this. When you accept no one cares, you become unstoppable. Drop this in the comments. I don't need them to care. I'll build anyway. Like, share, and subscribe if you're building the mind that nothing can break.